We've had several people reach out to us about homes in the Corona de Tucson area, and they've reached out for all sorts of reasons. So today we're going to talk about some of the reasons people love Corona de Tucson and show you around a couple neighborhoods in a very specific area to give you an idea of what makes it special. Let's get to it. If you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin Smith. My wife Jennifer and I have helped hundreds of people move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move to Tucson. We make these videos to give you a general idea of what different neighborhoods look like around the Tucson area. And of course, we stop by and show you what a couple of the neighborhoods and homes look like to give you a general idea of how far your money will go and if a neighborhood is right for you. So today we're out in the Corona de Tucson area checking out the Sycamore neighborhoods. Now, the Sycamore neighborhoods are kind of in the west side of Corona de Tucson. Now, Corona de Tucson itself isn't very big, but on the other side of Corona de Tucson, the other major neighborhood is going to be Rita Ranch. And over here on the Sycamore side, you have a big variation in the different types of housing. You have your tract home communities. You have stuff that starts in the 300s. You got some good stuff in the 400s and 500s. And then you even have homes that pop up in the $1 million price range. You know, stuff on acreage. Things are a little bit more spread out. And Corona de Tucson in general just feels a lot more open and a lot more spread out. So nearby, we do have national forests, a great place to go explore. You can get down to Madera Canyon nearby and cruise along the Santa Rita Mountains over there. You know, take the vehicles out to go horseback riding, you know, dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides, whatever it is, just hiking. It's absolutely gorgeous out that direction, and there's so much to see. You can spend forever, and we're not too far away from BLM, Arizona State Trust land. So we're kind of surrounded by all these different naturally preserved areas. So when you're driving out here in general, it just feels a little more open, a lot more air to breathe. And that's a huge benefit. In general, Corona de Tucson is going to be a more quiet area. So we're further away from the trains, the highways, the airports. Out here, like really the only white noise are the roads off in the distance and whatever your neighbors are doing. So I'm actually here near a new construction development by Lennar, and I don't hear anything but some hammers going off occasionally in the background. It is super quiet, and it's mid-December, about 10 a.m. right now. Yeah, speaking of new construction and how quiet it is out here, another thing to mention is just how fast it is growing out here. So over on this side in the Sycamore area, we do have two major builders in the area. So we have Lennar and DR Horton, both throwing up houses, you know, really fast. So these neighborhoods are growing. We're really close to the Copper Ridge Elementary School, which is, you know, a newer elementary school that draws in a lot of people. Part of the Vail School District, the highly rated Vail School District. If you look into that, niche.com and a couple other sources are gonna say it is one of the best in state. It looks like it's actually currently ranked second in Arizona and the #1 school district in the Tucson area. Down the road, you do have a couple more grade school options. You've got Sycamore Elementary and Corona Foothills Middle School. Those are side by side right over off of Houghton Road. If you're looking at high schools in the area, you go a little bit further to the north on Houghton and you'll find you have Andrada High School right there and Pantano High School. The major high schools that seem to get the most attention are gonna be Cienega High School and Empire High School and Mount Micah High School, pretty much in the Rita Ranch area. And the Rita Ranch area is where most people are gonna go shopping. So that's kind of one of the drawbacks out here, is that you do have to travel a little bit further to get to the grocery store. So, depending on traffic, it's about 20 to 25 minutes to the nearest major grocery store. But once you get over to the Rita Ranch area, your options really open up. You've got Fry's, you've got Walmart, you even have a newer Home Depot over there, and they're constantly putting up new retail and commercial buildings. So things are changing all the time. Definitely, worth checking out. If you're looking at a home in the Corona de Tucson area, you're gonna wanna drive through Rita Ranch and just go check that out. Now, just because you have to go to Rita Ranch for some of your major shopping trips doesn't mean there's nothing out here in Corona de Tucson. In fact, there's actually one of our favorite Italian restaurants, Argenziano's, out here in the Corona de Tucson. It's family owned. They have the best marinara sauce there. So if you like a good lasagna, chicken parmesan, anything that takes marinara, their pizza is probably some of the best in Tucson. It's definitely our favorite. We'll make a special trip from Tucson just to come down here and enjoy Argenziano's every once in a while. Also, you do have a gas station out here. You have the Roadrunner Market. Also acts as a little general store. So they do have some basic groceries in there, and then all the stuff you get from like a major, convenience store. And there's also an Ace Hardware out here. So if you got little home projects and hobbies going on, great place to stop, fill up a propane tank, whatever it is. You do have stuff like that in the area. This Sycamore area that we're focusing in on today is not necessarily a master plan community or neighborhood. It's just an area west of Corona de Tucson that has a lot of subdivisions with the Sycamore name attached to it, and some non-subdivided stuff in the middle, some custom homes on land. When I outlined this area, I did find that there's currently 11 homes on the market, and those range in price from $360,000 up to $1.2 million, with a median asking price of $559,000. Now, there's a lot of new construction homes in the area, but for the purpose of this video, I left out the new build homes. And if we look back at the last 6 months, there's been 17 homes that have sold in the last 6 months, with a median closing price of $460,000. Now that you know a little bit about the area, let's go check out a few homes and show you what the area has to offer. For the first example of what you might be able to get in the Sycamore area, we are over here in Sycamore Canyon, and this home is pretty much the entry-level price point to the area that we're talking about. And this home is currently listed at $360,000, or its range price $360 to $365. And this is a Realty Executives listing right here. The home itself is 2,289 square foot, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It was built in 2006, and it's on 0.16 acres. So it's actually pretty low price per square foot, and being a 2-story home too, you have a smaller footprint on the lot, which overall just gives the home a nice, open, and large feeling. But we're gonna bump up the price point a little bit. We have a couple more homes to show you, give you an idea of what you might be able to get in the neighborhood. Let's roll. So Sycamore Canyon is a larger neighborhood in the area. So even though we've bumped up the price, we're still technically in Sycamore Canyon, but a totally different neighborhood altogether. So this neighborhood right here is a little bit smaller. It's gated. That first neighborhood we were in was not gated. All the homes in here are sitting on about a 1/4 acre or even more. And it's basically a big loop around. And even if you're kind of if your backyard's facing towards the center of the loop, you have a big green space behind you. So even though you're sitting on a 1/4 acre, you actually have a lot more land behind you. And if you're on the outside of the loop facing away from the neighborhood in your backyard, you're gonna have even more desert behind you, more space to enjoy, and just the peace and quiet of the area as well. So these homes being a little bit more on the, semi-custom range, There's a lot more, bells and whistles, a lot more customizations to the homes themselves, and of course, a little bit more of a price per square footage. So this home is listed by EXP. It's 2,335 square foot, sitting on 0.27 acres. Now this one is facing in towards the center of the community, but even on the side of the home over there, we have basically like a water collection basin right there too. So you have just that extra space between you and the neighbors on that side of the home. You do have that 3-car garage, another big bonus. I know a lot of people like having space for the extra car or for the projects, so they're giving you that right here too. When you walk into the home, you're treated with some nice upgrades. You do have tile floors in the kitchen. You have granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. They've upgraded all the windows in the house. So you have newer Anderson windows and a sliding glass door. Yeah, you go back into the yard and you just got, huge covered patio and a lot of privacy there. So I hope you like seeing, what happens when you bump up the price to $515 in the area. Let's go see what we can find for our next home. All right, I mentioned the highest priced home in the area was currently listed at $1.2 million. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm over in Sycamore Canyon Estates. Now this is a smaller subdivision right here, so there's only 19 homes. And these are custom homes on acreage in here. There's no active HOA, there's some deed restrictions, but you are allowed to have horses and you have a lot of freedom of what you can do on your own property. The homes are typically set back a little bit further, they're on well water, and there's just a huge variation of what people decide to do with their property. So this home behind me, 1.2 million, presented by Omni Homes International. It's on 4.99 acres. It was built in 2006. So you do have home and guest home right here, totaling over 6,593 square foot of living space between the two homes. Now the primary home is going to be 4,337 square foot, and the guest home is going to be 2,256 square feet. Now in the primary home, you have actually both homes have very large windows to let in the natural lighting. On the 2-story home right here, you actually do have a 2nd-story balcony that overlooks the gorgeous backyard with plenty of hard surface, easy maintenance type landscape, a gazebo, tons of lighting out there, and a beautiful sparkling pool. Inside the main home, you have a gourmet kitchen, ample space, just brilliant for entertaining. And between the two homes, you do have space for 10 cars in the garages, including the RV garage right here. They've done so much to utilize the property, but there's still a lot more space on the property to make whatever dream you may have come true on the property as well. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you liked it or found it useful. If you did like it, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. And if you or someone you know is thinking about moving to or from Tucson, give us a call, shoot us a text or email so we can help you make that smooth move to Tucson. Or if there's something you'd like to know about the area, you can ask us in the comments, you can send us an email directly, whatever works best for you. And again, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.